we didn't play with enough force. They're long and athletic, so we got to play with a little bit more force, and confident that we will. Yeah, Steven is the best offensive rebounder in the league, and he's strong down there. He got big hands, so we got to do a number on him and boxing him out. And that's how they generate a lot of second chance points, or a lot of easy points. Sorry, because he gets rebounds, kick it out to the shooters, and that's what makes him a tough team.
How would you separate things that actually have big picture implications versus just things that are regular season?
Well, they beat us twice, so we definitely want to win. We want to play good basketball for 4 quarters, and we want to win every possession.
To what degree, if any, do you put any significance to, like, hey, regular season match, like whatever down the line?
I mean, it's just all about how you play at the moment, and just try to build good habits throughout the game, and hopefully they carry over each night. And just try to be consistent with how we play, and it's a good challenge against a great team. Does that have to do anything with basketball? Yeah. So it don't really matter what we talked about, or all that matters is the basketball court. So we got a tough one tomorrow.
What did JaVale McGee bring to the starting lineup last night? How did you change the dynamic?
He brought another guy who at the center position that could put pressure on the rim, and everybody knows him as a lob threat. Good rim protector and blocking shots at the rim. So tomorrow presents another challenge. He's going to have to guard 3 guys on the pick and roll a little differently. You can't sit back on PG or Melo, and you can't be too high up on Russ. So we got to think the game a little bit more. And I'm excited for JaVale because he's getting better every day. He's got confidence now, and looking forward to a great matchup.
When you play against a team with guys that you've been used to seeing at All-Star games and stuff like Russ and PG and Melo, is there a little more juice to it than you see guys that you're so familiar with over the years?
It's always juice when you play the game that you love. So if you got to have added juice, then I don't think you should be playing this game. So I know for a fact that those guys on the other end get juiced up to play anybody. And every time they step on the court, it's a great opportunity, and we feel the same way.
Did you see the game last night at all? Any of their game?
We had a game.
I mean, after the game, was it highlights?
Oh, no, I see it.
Then what's Andre about you guys? Just looking at everything.
Andre?
Yeah.
This intangibles, stuff that don't show up on the stat sheet. A lot of people don't really watch full games, so they only look at what he does, what his stats are, what he shoots from the field. For us, we got to have Andre in the game because he's just so smart at everything. He might get a deflection, or he's stepping up in the paint and causing a guy to swing out to a shooter, and we get a good contest on him, or he grabs a rebound and kicks it ahead. Those type of plays you don't really see unless you watch the game and you know it. So, I mean, he's not going to stand out. Even when he was an all-star in Philly, his numbers didn't stand out, but his impact on the court meant a lot to the team, and that's how he is for us.
What is it about, like, the shooting part that's, I guess,
I mean, like I said, it's overblown by who?
just like numbers itself, just the general reaction?
Yeah, we live in an analytics world, so they don't, it's for fans who don't watch the game but want to be involved. It's easy to go back to the stats after the game if you don't watch. But if you watch, you see a lot of good players and a lot of players that add stuff to the game that you wouldn't really notice unless you watch it. So analytics is a thing now, and you can watch the first quarter of a game and determine what it's going to be like, and then you look at the stats after the game and kind of build your own story. So Andre is a guy that you just got to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't look at the stats for him.
So, I mean, with all that, like, what do you kind of envision with what he can do for you guys in the playoffs and as these last few games?
What I just said is, just intangibles, getting a good contest on one of the better players on the perimeter, closing out to a guy, denying somebody, getting a rebound, pushing and kicking ahead, and in Portland, he didn't get a shot up, but he changed the game with his rebound and his defense, and that's what we needed. So, sometimes he may score and make jump shots and knock down shots, but when he doesn't, he's still in the game. So that's the beauty of Andre.
Steve talked to you guys about your first 5 minutes, and he said that while he was in Hawaii, he had guys crunch numbers, and that was like the biggest difference between the last 6 minutes. What was kind of your takeaway from his talk to you about like the team about the first 5 minutes and what you guys need to do differently?
We just got to come out with a sense of urgency. We got to take the game. We can't sit back and be relaxed and expect the game to just go our way. Sometimes we can do that, but most of the time, we got to go out there and take it. So it's not just about the first 5. It's about 48 minutes, a total 48 minutes, and how can we be consistent with that effort for 48 minutes? I wouldn't just say the effort, but just the IQ of the game, knowing what to be, knowing what passes to make, what defensive rotations to make. And we got such a smart team, we can do that. And that's the challenge he presented to us, and we're trying to go out there and do it.
Kevin, what is your take on what's going on in college basketball right now?
What's going on?
Just all these stories about Andy Miller now, all these guys getting money.
Did I take any money? Asking me? No, I was just joking.
Do you see any way to solve all this?
Nah, I'm sorry. I don't really see anything. I mean, what you gonna do? You can't control an agent, or you can kind of keep them out of these programs, keep them out of the building, but it's too deep now. I mean, we've been at this thing for a long time, and this is a huge business now. So, it's tough to stop. Obviously you can bring out stories to bring awareness to it, and I guess try to scare some of these guys in these programs into doing the right thing when it comes to that. But that's a whole other conversation when it comes to college players and how much they deserve and how much money they bring in for these programs and for the NCAA. That's a whole other story. So that's probably the reason why all of that stuff is going on.
I think some of it's hypocritical too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you want these players to go out there and play at the biggest stage, and Final Four is one of the biggest sporting events in the world in sports, and they don't get a dime for it. I don't think it's right. They go out there and they slave for these programs to go out there and win a championship just to bring just a good vibe to these programs. And most of these players, these fans go to the game to see these players, and it's just like the NBA. They want to see the best players, and they're not getting paid for it. And now I can understand why that other stuff starts to happen.
Do you think the one and done needs to be evaluated?
Yeah, you should let these kids make a decision on however they want to. If they want to come out of high school, it should be on them. You know what I mean? You can't control everything. So if they feel as though they're ready, that's on them. They want to make a decision on their life, is on them. If they don't get drafted, it's on them. So, you try to control it, but you still not really doing anything.
There was a report this morning that the Warriors would try to sign Joakim Noah if the Knicks buy him out. Do you have any thoughts about that?
No thoughts. All that stuff is rumors. I have nothing to do with that. I play ball. I don't make decisions on front office or none of that. Of course, whoever Bob in the front office brings in, we're going to embrace, but I didn't hear that story. And I just got to do my job, which is to get better on the court. Yeah, probably so. I needed the money. And I wanted to play in the NBA. Yep.